All right, got one ride on Twisted Cyclone here at Six Flags Over Georgia. Got on real quick. Unfortunately, Blue Hawk is closed, sadly. But Great American Scream Machine, my third favorite in the park, is open. This view is so much better now.
Oh yeah, isn't it? And it varies. I mean, sometimes the opposite happens.
I did get on Georgia Gold Rusher, and that was way better than I thought it was going to be. That is a solid ride, has good airtime, has some rotations, maybe has some rotations, as long as that aspect of the ride is working right, which it was today. I thought that would be kind of an inferior version of Aquaman at Six Flags Over Texas, but that was actually way better. Mine Better was on 2 trains, everything else is on 1 train, so lines have built up, but it's not terrible. Georgia Gold Rusher, we waited about 25 minutes. Started off with Twisted Cyclone, just as great as ever. It's a short ride, but it packs a lot of quality elements into that short ride. Especially this first drop, you're in the back. Incredible twisted airtime. Got a similar drop to Iron Rattler, just not nearly as big. Got a good head chopper, and it's kind of a fake out too, because you don't realize where you're dropping unless you know. Got a pretty good wave turn. Dive down to the ground is really strong airtime too in the back. I came over here to Fun Spot Atlanta. ArieForce is closed currently. We're hoping they get it up and running. Unfortunately, ArieForce One is not going to happen for me this year. It is down for the rest of the night. My next chance to ride it will be in another year. I'm glad I didn't buy a season pass, glad I didn't buy a day ticket ahead of time. And back here for another day at Six Flags Over Georgia. Been hanging out with friends the last few days, so I don't do as much vlogging whenever I'm at parks with friends. And one of them even asked me about that, saying you're not taking as many videos. That kind of goes along with why I a lot of times don't like to carry my phone with me. I like to actually be engaged with what I'm doing, or when I'm with people I like to be engaged with them. I don't think as much about like making vlogs and things like that. I haven't found a way to kind of balance it, to be doing the vlogs and staying engaged with the friends I'm with. So I do a lot better keeping up with my vlogs whenever I'm by myself, but I enjoy going to parks with friends a lot more. Green Goliath about to drop. Yesterday was my first ride on Green Goliath. It was riding pretty good. I did ride in the back row. Was a little rattly. I felt it way worse. I've also felt it smoother. Really solid floater airtime the whole ride, forceful helix. For some reason, it just feels like it's missing just a little something, keeping it from being an elite hyper. Georgia Scorcher, so good. Way better than Pipeline. Not even close. Ride's so smooth, you can get that perch down low, and it'll stay low, unlike with Pipeline. Doing my 2 in a row on Georgia Scorcher, almost forgot. Gotta come over and do this first, or at least early. So when this line builds up, it's just gonna cascade and become worse and worse. So do it early. I was able to get 2 quick rides on Daredevil Dive. Goliath, looks like a walk-on. It's like I'm back on Monster Mansion, best ride in the park. Came back, did Georgia Gold Rusher twice. There was no wait at all on this Sunday. Had a 25-minute wait yesterday, just walking right on today. Yeah, the one closest to us right now seems to spin better, at least today. I did ride on both, and that far one right now, that one was spinning better for me. But on that second ride, the two fastest times taking this airtime hill, I was sideways. So I got a really good pop of sideways airtime. It makes it very re-rideable because you never know what direction you're going to be facing when you're doing certain things. Especially if you get to stare at the end of the track as you're going up either spike. If you're on the far one, staring up at that spike, which I had yesterday and today, or on the near one, staring up at that spike. I was actually facing away from the spike. But now, as long as the line's short, I'll go ahead and ride their kiddie coaster. Well, the kiddie coaster Superman had a long line, so I came over and rode my secret obsession, Great American Scream Machine. I love this ride so much. I know the airtime could be better, but there's just something special about this one. From Six Flags Over Georgia this year. I would have liked to have gotten a third ride on Twisted Cyclone there at the end, but it had built up quite a line. So I'm gonna head on down to Florida, going to Busch Gardens Tampa tomorrow. But I got on pretty much every coaster in the park between the 2 days, and I was able to get on their newest coaster, Georgia Gold Rusher. Got 3 laps on it, 3 on Goliath, 3 on Great American Scream Machine, only 2 on Twisted Cyclone, but at least it was row 11 and row 1. 2 on Georgia Scorcher, 2 on Daredevil Dive, 1 on Mindbender, 1 on Batman the Ride, 1 on Superman, 2 on the Mine Train, you never know how to pronounce that, and 3 on Monster Mansion between the 2 days.